Have you ever stopped to think why some women, even without ostentation, manage to convey that high society elegance? You know that moment when you look at a person and think, wow, what class, but she's not wearing anything from a famous brand, nothing flashy, no extravagant accessories. I discovered that there's an unwritten code, a kind of secret manual that old money families pass down from generation to generation. And today I'm going to share with you 6 rules that these women follow religiously, and that any of us can apply, regardless of age or budget. What's most interesting is that rule number 6, that one is pure gold. It's something you probably never paid attention to, but that makes all the difference between looking like you have natural class or that you're trying too hard. Stay until the end because this tip will completely change the way you present yourself to the world and how people perceive you. Item 1. Invest in timeless classic pieces of heirloom quality. The first rule is about investing in timeless classic pieces of heirloom quality. You know when you go to the mall and get tempted by that super trendy blouse with that print that's trending on Instagram? Well, high society women do exactly the opposite. They prefer to have fewer pieces in their wardrobe, but of much superior quality. The problem with following every trend is that you always end up looking like you're chasing fashion, you know? And this gives an impression of insecurity, as if you need to prove something all the time. It's that feeling that you're always trying to fit into what's trendy. Now, when you invest in a classic piece, a well-cut blazer that flatters your body, an impeccable white shirt that works for any occasion, a sheath dress that never fails, you create a wardrobe that never goes out of style. It's like having a personal elegance uniform. The practical tip here is, before buying anything, ask yourself, would I wear this in 10 years? If the answer is no, leave it on the shelf. Prefer pieces that you can imagine proudly passing on to your daughter or granddaughter. Another important thing, quality doesn't necessarily mean extremely expensive. You can find classic pieces in quality thrift stores, outlets of renowned brands, or even in national brands that invest in cut and finishing. The secret is in the impeccable cut, the perfect fit on your body, and the timelessness of the design. And you know what's coolest? When you have a wardrobe like this, you always know what to wear. No more that morning crisis of, I have nothing to wear looking at a full closet. If you're enjoying these tips, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because I have many more elegant secrets to share with you. Item 2. Avoid ostentatious logos, preferring quiet elegance always. The second rule is about avoiding ostentatious logos and preferring quiet elegance always. Look, this is revolutionary and goes against everything the fashion industry tries to sell us. While many people believe they need a bag with a giant logo to show status, true high society does exactly the opposite. The problem with big and visible logos is that they scream, look at me, I have money. And this, paradoxically, gives an impression of financial and social insecurity. It's as if you need to prove to everyone that you have the means, that you belong to a certain social group. Quiet elegance is about having enough confidence not to need external validation through brands. It's about choosing a beautiful, well-made bag with soft leather and impeccable finishing, but without an apparent logo. It's about wearing an elegant watch that only those who really understand will recognize the quality and value. In practice, this means looking for pieces that have obvious quality and construction, in the material chosen, in the finishing of details, but that don't have the brand stamped everywhere like a walking billboard. A tip I love: invest in genuine leather accessories without flashy logos, in delicate jewelry without apparent signature, in very well-made but discreet shoes. Superior quality speaks for itself without needing advertising. If you're enjoying these style tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more incredible women like you. Item 3. Maintain neutral and discreet color palette exclusively. The third rule is about maintaining neutral and discreet color palette exclusively. Guys, this might seem a bit boring at first, but it's pure styling strategy. High society women know that a well-chosen neutral palette is an automatic synonym for sophistication and good taste. The big mistake many people make is thinking they need vibrant color or flashy prints to attract positive attention. But actually, when you use many different colors or very flashy prints together, attention gets divided between you as a person and your clothes. Neutral colors, like beige in all tones, cream and off-white, classic black, gray in various shades, chocolate brown, deep navy blue, create an elegant base that never fails and always works. And the coolest thing is that literally everything matches everything. You can put together beautiful looks without even thinking much. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become a ghost walking around, okay? You can play with different textures, with varied cuts, with interesting accessories. The trick is to keep the neutral color base and add visual interest through other elements like fabrics, shapes, and proportions. A practical tip that always works: start by defining 3 neutral colors as your personal base. For example, black, white, and beige, or navy blue, white, and camel. Buy only pieces in these colors for a while and see how it becomes infinitely easier to dress well every day. And tell me here in the comments, what's your favorite neutral color? I love knowing your preferences and exchanging experiences. Item 4. Use family jewelry or genuine pearls only. The 4th rule is about using family jewelry or genuine pearls only. This one is particularly interesting because it's not just about purchasing power, it's about personal history, emotional meaning, and family continuity. Traditional families immensely value pieces that pass from generation to generation, carrying stories and memories. The problem with very flashy, very modern, or very obvious jewelry is that they can seem like you're trying to impress others or compensate for some insecurity. A piece of jewelry with real history, even if relatively simple, carries a natural and authentic elegance that can't be bought. Now, if you don't have inherited family jewelry, don't despair at all. You can start creating your own family traditions today. Invest in classic and timeless pieces that you can pass on to your children or nephews in the future. Pearls are especially powerful in this context because they literally never go out of style. A simple and elegant pearl necklace, discreet but refined earrings, a delicate bracelet. All this adds instant sophistication to any look, from the most casual to the most formal. The tip here is always prefer less quantity, but superior quality. One beautiful and meaningful piece of jewelry causes much more positive impact than several flashy pieces worn all together. And another important thing, learn and value the history of your pieces. When someone compliments your necklace and you tell them it was your grandmother's, this creates a much more interesting and deep connection than simply talking about where you bought it or how much it cost. If these tips are making sense to you and adding value, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I post new content every week about elegance and timeless style. Item 5. Choose luxurious natural fabrics like cashmere and silk. The 5th rule is about choosing luxurious natural fabrics like cashmere and silk. Guys, this is a real game changer in the world of elegance. The fabric chosen literally makes all the difference in the final result. You can have the most beautiful and well thought out cut in the world, but if the fabric is of inferior quality, the entire piece will look cheap and classless. The problem with low-quality synthetic fabrics is that they don't fall well on the body, don't breathe adequately, make you sweat more, and often make that unpleasant noise when you walk or move. Natural fabrics of good quality have a natural fall on the body, are comfortable to wear all day and give an immediate sense of quality just by looking. Soft cashmere, pure silk, well-treated linen, quality pure wool, cotton with refined weave. These fabrics are not only more beautiful, but also age very well, and often become even more beautiful and soft with time and proper use. In practice, this means creating the habit of always reading composition labels before buying any piece. Always look for items with a high percentage of natural fibers. Sometimes it's really worth much more to buy a more expensive but exceptionally quality piece than several cheap pieces that will last little. A tip I love and always works. Learn to properly care for your natural fabrics. They last much longer when well cared for and treated with affection. And whenever possible and necessary, take them to specialized dry cleaning. It's a smart investment in the durability and beauty of your favorite pieces. And have you noticed the huge difference that good fabric makes in the final result? Tell me here in the comments what your favorite natural fabric is. Item 6, cultivate refined posture and controlled gestures naturally. And we arrive at the 6th and final rule, which is the most important of all. Cultivate refined posture and controlled gestures naturally. This is really the cherry on top of the entire ensemble. You can have the best clothes in the entire world, the most expensive and refined accessories. But if body posture and gestures don't follow suit, all the elegant effect is completely lost. What I see most out there are beautiful, intelligent, well-dressed women with quality pieces, but who move carelessly or without body awareness. Constantly drop shoulders, heavy and noisy steps, brusque and uncoordinated gestures. All this completely breaks elegance right away. True elegance is born and develops from the inside out. It's about how you consciously occupy your space, how you move through the environment, how you gesture when speaking, how you sit and stand up. It's about having total body awareness and refined presence. Some practical tips that work immediately. Always imagine there's an invisible thread gently pulling the top of your head upward. This automatically improves your posture and makes you more upright. When walking, think about floating smoothly instead of stepping heavily on the ground. In everyday gestures, always remember that less is more. Smooth, controlled, deliberate and graceful movements. When you're going to grab something, do it calmly and with intention. When you're going to sit down, descend slowly and with all the grace in the world. And you know what's most incredible about this transformation? When you consciously improve your posture and gestures, you automatically feel more confident and powerful. It's as if the body teaches the mind to have more class and striking presence. Practice daily in front of the mirror. Consciously observe how you move throughout the day. It's constant work of self-knowledge, but it makes an absolutely absurd difference in your presence and the impact you cause. Look how interesting how these 6 rules connect perfectly with each other. It's not about spending fortunes on clothes or having been born into a traditionally wealthy family. It's about making totally conscious choices and cultivating genuine elegance that is born from the inside out. When you consciously invest in lasting classic pieces, avoid unnecessary ostentation, maintain a sophisticated neutral color palette, choose jewelry with real meaning, prioritize superior quality natural fabrics, and cultivate refined posture, you create a personal style that completely transcends passing trends and temporary fashions. It's about having enough confidence not to need to shout to the entire world that you have class. True elegance whispers softly, never screams desperately for attention. And now I really want to know from you, which of these rules do you already practice naturally? And which one do you intend to start applying consciously from today? Tell me here in the comments. I read absolutely all of them and love interacting with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any valuable, timeless elegance tips. Next week, I'm going to talk about the main styling mistakes that age any woman. You definitely can't miss this content. If you loved these tips, then what comes now, you're simply going to fall in love with. Here beside, I left a video that's practically a manual for you to continue becoming that elegant, powerful woman who exudes confidence, presence, and that air of sophistication that everyone notices. And it doesn't stop there. There's also a complete playlist packed with videos that will elevate your style, your image, and your self-esteem even more in a practical, accessible way without needing designer brands. Click now because each video you watch is one more step for you to become that woman who enchants wherever she goes. Let's continue this wonderful journey together. I'll see you now in the next video.